Oh, and welcome to the really small part 2 video of why I'm not talking about finances anymore. I'll probably call this video something else, but there's a couple things I really want to say, but are a bit extra for the last video where I talked about why money is just absolutely irrelevant and why I'm not talking about crypto. I'm not talking about finances. And yes, I do know a lot about crypto and finances, and that's exactly why I'm not talking about it, because at some point you just find out everything is literally on the most soft ground with zero fundamentals and zero morals. There's no way it will last forever. So that's why I'm kind of like not putting my energy in finances, in the financial banking, cryptocurrency world, because most people that are important in that world right now got some very secret bad motives, and I just don't want to participate. Yes, I do use money, and when I need it, I'm sure it'll find its way to me. I'm gonna let my life be a hippie experiment and see money will manifest for me when I need it. But here are some points which I also want to talk about the actual importance or non-importance of things in life, which I feel really inspired to say right now. From a previous video I was watching of this cool Serbian enlightened dude, and yeah, basically what I really want to say is how not important not only the things around us are, not just the materialistic things we can touch, feel, smell, or see, but even the things we can't see, and even us as this perfect human being. I mean, our egos and the way we're trained to think will definitely argue really strongly in the other direction, because we're all more or less egocentric maniacs, and that's what we're programmed from all these things we're learning and seeing around us and how the way people act around us. But at the end of the day, I think every single person on this planet has a very similar problem that I do, and that's a problem of a ginormous ego. And that ego likes to believe that I, myself, being the center, the ego center of the universe, is the most important thing on this planet, universe, galaxy, everything. Which, sorry to break it to you, most of you guys, but you are not the most important thing on this planet. I'm not saying that you're not the most perfect, amazing being ever, which all of us are, but our ego got it a bit wrong. Yes, we're all perfect, as some enlightened people would say. We're all one. You know, this is all just an illusion. As some enlightened, you know, I think even Elon Musk agrees that everything is a matrix, and this is just numbers and illusions. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't get the whole picture, right? He doesn't look too happy to me. But I was looking at some older, wiser, happy people, which I'm watching some Serbian super long podcasts right now. I'm not saying all Serbian podcasts are good, just this one happened to be a good one. And just like any country, most stuff online is bullshit. Just looking at, observing at what people are happy and what people seem old but fresh and flexible and exciting and full of life, I'm coming to a conclusion that at the end of the day, ourselves, which are here right now, are the least important thing in this whole world that we know of, or even don't know of. In the whole known and unknown galaxy, this right now, which I feel is myself, is the least important thing. And we're all stuck in this like, I need my money, I need my privacy, I need my secret knowledge, I need my secret information. You cannot see my phone, you cannot have access to my passwords, my money, my everything. Like, you are a different person, get out of here, you're a competition, you're my enemy, I'm your enemy, and so on. It's like this competition, this hiding behind masks. This egocentric, like, there's some woman yelling right now because her world is the most important to her and my world is the most important to me. But at the end of the day, something I'm just listening to this video right now, which I really want to share with you guys, is at the end of the day, what if we're just a bunch of cells in a bigger org? I mean, it's really fun to look at like ants and bees, or just small cells in our body, and like laugh at them like, wow, you're just a cell, like whatever. Like, I'm a body, look at you, you're a cell inside my body, and like, I'm this important thing, you're just a cell. Or like, look at like a small ant, you're just part of a hive, or a bee is part of a hive. But none of us actually like consider like, what if I am just a cell, you're just a cell, and we're all part of a bigger body? Or what if we're less than a cell? Like, what if, like, on a giant scale, like this entire planet is just a mitochondria or something, or a protoplasm, or just a small part of a cell, and the solar system is just one single cell, and the galaxy is a body or something? Like, what if we just got the proportions wrong? And that's where that quote I mentioned in the last video, a really popular phrase or sentence I'm sure many of you heard, as above, so below. And that's something many enlightened masters and like really wise old dudes understand, that I'm still kind of figuring out along with you guys and sharing my thoughts on it at the moment. Yeah, well, what if like all those tiny ass cells, which are meaningless, are actually meaningless, but are actually mega important at the same time? The most important thing, yet the least important thing, is just this impossible paradox. And we're also the most important perfect beings that make up another ginormous super important being, Yet I'm just as irrelevant as you are, and I'm here to accomplish my single tiny goal of moving one piece from here to there, and you're in charge of moving a different piece from there to over there. And all of this is just irrelevant. And if you don't do it, somebody will come and move the piece for you because you're just a cell which got sacrificed. But that was something you chose, or I chose, for my purpose on this planet. Now we're getting into, reincarnation and this ginormous philosophy, borderline religion, borderline really spiritual stuff. So if this seems just weird for you, jump to the next video. I'm sure I'll talk about health or something else which will intrigue you. At the same time, if you're interested in hearing this, I'm really grateful that I have somebody watching me which understands my current studies of life and philosophy, or spirituality as some hippies say, in this giant box of hippie woo-woo stuff. But I just don't want to put a label on something. It's like, what am I? Am I a hippie? Am I a Buddha? Am I crazy? Am I part of a sect? It's like, people always label something they don't understand. If there's at least one person who understands me, I'm really grateful for that person being behind this camera. There's one right here, the girlfriend, my personal girlfriend at this moment, who's helping with this camera. And thank you for being here. But also thank you watching, because you watching, you give me those likes, and you guys subscribing, you guys commenting, the last couple comments were really deep. I was like, wow, I learned a couple things from you guys. Just the comments were like really inspiring, and are leading me down to even more rabbit holes. So I want to celebrate in this small fallout video the irrelevance, yet the really big importance of you and me. At the end of the day, yes, there's like 20 of us or 30 of us on this channel that are present at this moment. This might become more, might become less, doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, what if none of this is important? Like don't even think about money. Don't even think about the chair next to you or the computer in front of you. What if you're not important? What if not, I'm not important? Like what if even we're less than a small cogwheel inside a cell? What if we're even smaller than that in the giant picture? It's fun. It's easy to look down and be like, look at those ants, or look at those, like, look at that grass. It's like, it's just one strand of grass inside a bush of grass, inside a forest, inside a continent or something. But it's like, it's easy to make fun of things or be like, things seeming irrelevant when you look it down. But how many of us actually look above, as above, so below? What if you and me are like just parts of us, or single cells, or even less than a cell inside a ginormous organism? So I invite you to ponder this interesting phrase with me, and definitely do leave me your thoughts in this video. I do want to leave this as an open-ended video.